So like I said, we're gonna start with her, like massaging her neck and shoulders and everything first, just to kind of loosen her up. So, so she doesn't think that we're just gonna go right for her leg. And actually, as I'm massaging the front, I'm also gonna massage her little hip here, okay? Almost doing it at the same time. So this way it's diffusing the area of her hip and focusing on the front as well. And I can see her kind of spasming a little bit. And what I want to do when I'm ready to move down to the end here is I'm going to put one hand on her knee with the other hand on her hip here, and very gently. So this is the muscle that gets very tight. Very gently. Oh, it's okay, good girl. I'm just going to work on these little pulses. Very little. So you see how minor that is?
Yeah.
You can see her. Actually, there she is. She's resisting me. So very, very minor. Up and down, little circles. And what this does is just release the muscle that she's trying to
protect.
Yeah. Good girl. And so the insertion of this muscle comes up in here. So what I'm doing is just trying to almost just give like a little pressure, very little, to that point. So what that does is actually turn off the muscle.
Are you making pressure on that finger?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Very little. And you see how she didn't like that? She sat up, right? So that's her telling me, I don't know if I really like that. And I say, okay, it's okay. Let's go back to, we'll reset, and we'll go all over again. Because we want to be able to get her to, respect her wishes, but also relax, yeah. Because then otherwise, if she's always tense, she's not going to let us do anything with it. And this is very, very slight pressure. It's not a lot. It's just a very little bit. And the reason for this is because it's actually turning off the muscle. Okay, this is good girl. Very good. Good girl. Very slow. Okay, so that's where her resistance is at right here. So because this is where the resistance is at, this is where I'm just gonna hold it for now. And like just let it, just loosen things up, not force it just yet, we'll just hold it here for a little bit. Good girl. Now we can start going just a little bit more. You see how very slowly, everything is very slow and patient, because the more patient we are with this, for her case, then the better she's gonna trust us, and then the more she's gonna let us do. But this is already an improvement from this flex position, right? So this is why I like doing a lot of this manual work first, because if the muscles are really tight, then she's not going to want to stand, right? They're naturally just going to be flexed up. So if we can get her to relax, even in what we call lateral or passive position, then we'll be able to do more work with her in standing. Good girl, Suhan. Good girl. Very good. Very good. Yeah, so it's good that you gave the gabapentin before, because even if it makes her a little sleepy, at least it's allowing her to tolerate what I'm doing. Good girl. Very good, honey. Oh, she's so good. She's so tolerant. Oh, it's a good girl. And sometimes massaging her little back here loosens things up a little bit too. Good girl. You like that, huh? There we go. Look at that. Because everything's all connected, you know, so like just trying to work on all those muscles that are connecting at the hip. She's so cute. Why are you shaking? Why are you shaking? Do you like that? Do you like that? Oh, you're such a good girl. Yes, you are. Oh, yeah. Do we do belly rubs? Do we do belly rubs? All right, good girl. We'll give you a quick little break, and then we're going to get you to do some laser. handstand. So she doesn't have the strength to do that yet. But let's see if we lift up this side. Good girl. I'm just giving her a little bit of support, but when I lift up her right front, she's trying to shift her leg on that. You see that? You see her muscle engage in there? You can see that for a second. Very weak right now. It's not used to being used. So this is probably going to make her a little tired, but that's okay. That's what we want.
She was always, since I noticed that she was limping, that leg, the muscle was thinner compared to the other leg.
Yes.
She was using more the other leg than that one.
Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. And sometimes just doing like these little scratches, you know, like a little happy scratch. Good girl. This is already an improvement. Good girl. Oh, and I love that. I was going to say, if she rolls on her back and she wants to stretch her legs out, even better, because I love when they do that, when you like rub or scratch their belly, and then sometimes they stretch out. That's good. Does that all sound okay so far to do? Okay. Yeah. So she might be a little